Hi there. For those of you new to my channel on YouTube, my name is Eddie Valdez, and as you can see, I have different videos of shows I've made, some pilots I've made in different topics, some acting that I've also done, some short films that I've written, produced, and directed. And I recently bought a book, sorry, I bought a bookstore 20 years ago, but I recently bought a sailboat called the Cool Change. I'm living here at the Marina, Puerto del Rey, in Fajardo, Puerto Rico. And I'm going to show you a tutorial on Airtable. I used Airtable in the past for different purposes. Now I just used Airtable to create a database of all the moving parts of my sailboat so that I can get to know what's broken, what needs to be fixed. It's my first boat for that matter, so I wanted to get to know the boat. So it was easier for me to create a database where I can correlate fields and use it to know the boat, have pictures of everything in case I have to go out and buy something. I have it there. So this tutorial is going to be probably just one tutorial covering both what I have done for the boat and also how to create your own database. So thanks for tuning in and let's get to it. Hi and welcome to this session of Airtable. As I mentioned, I'm going to show you how to do an Airtable to use on your boat. If you have a boat, you can do it to actually anything you want to create. You go to airtable.com. They also have an iPhone and iPad app. I'm not sure they have it for Android. And when you come in, you create your account. I have my account created already. And you can do and see some example bases. You can see your databases here and some other workspaces that you've created. In Learning and Resources, you have even a video tutorial on how to use Airtable and how to create your own tables. But since we're going in and finding out how to use Airtable when you have a boat, or in this case, I have a sailboat that I recently bought. It's my new, not a new, but it's my first boat. And I wanted to know what components it had and all the uh, things that make a sailboat. And to know that, you have to know uh, every item it has, every hose, every pump. It's kind of complicated, at least it was for me in the beginning. So I'm going to show you what I created. As you can see, Airtable creates different tables with different fields, just like Excel. The good thing about it is that you can correlate different fields with different tables. You can also do it with Excel, but I find this easier and it's more user friendly in many cases. You can export this file as an Excel file, as an CSV, and then import it into Excel if you want it. So I went ahead and created, started out with the air conditioner. I have all the items, all the equipment that the boat has, and I created different tables. So let's take this one for example. You have air conditioner, and then you have the name or the field that's the field you cannot change. And then you create different fields. I have the brand, the site, the location, the condition, the date it was checked, if it was broken, when it was fixed, if I had to buy something, when did I buy the part, who do I buy it from, price, and if it's an item that has to have maintenance performed on different intervals, you can. I created also a table for performing maintenance, and it will tell you when the next maintenance due. If I have a to-do item on any of these parts of the air conditioner, it will show here. and I have to purchase an item to fix any of the parts of the air conditioner. I also have it here. You can add attachments. In this case, I have pictures of, sorry about that. There's a picture of the part of the air conditioner of the boat. I was trying to work, some things were broken, I had to fix them. So you see here the air conditioner. So you can take pictures and you will have them easily available. So we go ahead, and I also did the anchor, the dinghy, electric 110, electric 12 volts, the engine and all the parts of the engine, and it will tell you all the things that you have to do in order to keep the engine running. I have an engine log for every time I turn the engine on, and this way I know how many hours I have done on the engine since I bought it, and when it's time to change the oil and filter, and what's the last time I fueled it. Being a sailboat, it only has one engine. It's an auxiliary engine. It's a Janmar 50 horsepower, and I barely use it. In 3 months, I've had, let's see, you can have also a sum of different fields here. So you see I've done 19 hours, almost 20 hours on it. I put $50 of fuel, which is probably was half a tank, and it's still going. Only I have a lot to go still. So after the engine, I have the equipment, gas, because I have two cylinders here for the stove and oven. Hardware that needs to be purchased, hatches and port lights. I will tell you the size of the hatch or port light, if it's leaking, if it's good, and all the information I need. The hull and deck, what's the bottom done, clean the bottom, lines and guards, all the fenders and the lines I have, maintenance log of all the things I've done and when they're due again, miscellaneous items, navigation equipment, and if you go on and on, then you have the outboard motor, placards, plumbing, running rigging, safety equipment, sales, spare parts, inventory. I haven't done that yet. There's a lot of stuff in all the cockpit lockers, standing rigging, the winches and clutches, and the wood inside the boat. If you have a power boat, there's some items here that you don't need, you don't have on the boat, but you will probably have some others. So this is basically the database. Let me show you a to-do item. Change oil filter. If you open this, you see a priority that I have assigned. All these fields you see here have been created, and none, so you can customize it the way you want it. And every field has a type of field that you can create, either a text, numeral, currency, time, date, etc., etc. So you can create whatever field you need for different tables. So you see here, change oil filter. I have priority one. It's part of the engine. I have all the categories here. As you can see, you can select any of the categories you need. If you need to purchase an item, this field relates to the purchase item. As you can see here, it relates to purchase items. And on purchase item, you have the item that you have to purchase, what category it belongs to. And then you can check if you purchased, who you purchased from, the date, and any other information you want to add here. So you continue on. If it's an item from the to-do list that has been done, you can mark it done, when you did it, and any attachments and any other information you want to put here. Also, as you can see, the to-do table relates to the engine table and relates to the oil filter within the engine table. As you can see here, it's related. And here you have the information that you want to add for the oil filter itself, the brand, the size, the location, the condition, when was checked, if it was broken, when it was fixed, and when did you buy any part that you had to buy, etc., etc. And then you see it also relates to the to-do and the purchase item lists or tables. So everything's related, so it's easy to check one item off or see if you go and purchase, if you go to the store, you have to purchase something, you go into the database on your phone and you can go to purchase items. It will show the item that you have to buy and it will show you pictures actually from uh, the other tables. So it's easy to keep track of everything. And I say, like I say, there's a lot of, as you can see here, a lot of tables, a lot of items that need to be replaced, need to be changed, items that break, and this makes it easier, I think, to in order to be able to control it. So this is the database as I have it. I've been using it for the past 3 months since I bought the sailboat. Actually, it was one of the first things I did when I bought the sailboat. It was to create this since I've used Airtable before. As you can see, I have different things here. I'm a realtor also, so I have some the properties that I have, and I correlate the listing agents of other properties, the clients, etc. When I was purchasing sailboats, looking at sailboats, I created a list of all the uh, listings that I was looking at. Um, since I mentioned in the introduction, I used to have a bookstore, so I had so many books that I wanted to sell in Amazon. So I created another one for the books that I have and that I wanted to sell. Jetpreneurs, I'm also a charter broker, so uh, for airplanes, and also I use it for that. So you can actually create it uh, for anything that you want. It's very easy to use, very easy to create a new database. And what I'll do is on another video, I'll show you how to create a new database. I'm gonna tailor it to what I have here for the cool change for the sailboat, so you can follow along if you want to use it. And if you have any questions, I'm gonna put a link uh, right below this video where you can write to me if you have any specific question that I can help you with. And hopefully I can help you create a database either for the boat that you have or for any other purpose. So thanks for watching, and video two is going to show you how to create a new database.